Manchester United going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again: who is going to come out on top this time? Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. So bring it on.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game, and not this occasion.
Things already rolling. And the history of this fixture tells us always to expect the unexpected. Haaland! It's a loose ball. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Guardiola, Peter, is a fella who appeared on the scene after a meteoric rise on the international scene, but he really is, for me, the blueprint of the modern centre-half. And, of course, he can play at left-back too. He's old school, he's uncompromising defensively, and he is truly outstanding on the football.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly, actually, at both ends. Maguire. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Chance! There it is! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Can he finish?
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Matheus Cunha. Najraoui. Manchester United are behind here despite their domination of possession. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Foden gets into a good position.
Guardiola really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Looking to play him in. Pass somewhat off target. Not where it came from. Marmoush. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, played right into his path. Oh, just it takes a shot! Haaland! That is brilliant! He's got himself an absolute peach. They are purring, truly purring. He gave it plenty and some, thrashed it in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now with two up.
Over to the right flank. Now it's Matheus Cunha.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's got away. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Martinez. Tries to pass it through. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Diogo Dalot promptly onto that, and that is that. Casemiro. Now it's Haaland. Marmoush. And Marmoush! And it's there! And they're threatening to fly away here. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
A case now of complete control. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. That has been slung wide. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Matches Cunha! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
And he cuts out the supply. Diogo Dalot. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other. Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And we get things going again. 45 minutes to change their fate. Mathias Cunha. Reinders.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And he's managed to get free. He's free, he has got space. Now this could be a chance.
Haaland really was well marshalled there because he was...
Oh, shooting chance! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Oh, how about that touch, Peter? I mean, that was brilliant. He got the ball to go exactly where he wanted it. The touch was perfection, the finish, imperfection.
Casemiro. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, good spread.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Thinks of... And he shoots! This time, surely! Goal! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Manchester United may be down, but not out just yet. Looking for options for movement. Great chance! That has been knocked clear, and again! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Manchester really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
And Burmo chasing after it. And it's Kovacic. And here's Marmoush. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
The attendance for this match was 71,600.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's found a way through. Now the ball in. And it's claimed by the keeper. Can he spark a counter here? Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And the shot! Well taken goal.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Number 19.
All of a sudden we have a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum is shifting here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Number 3.
Manchester United.
Can he finish?
Number 2.
Manchester United perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. This is a promising build-up.
Number 11.
And he's intervened well there.
Number 16.
But he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's looking wide. Bruno Fernandes. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. He's having a hit!
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Pinches it off him. Martinez. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Now, can they get him away? Well, that's beautifully weighted. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. He's on it. Can he get away? Looking for the run. Dorgu has it in a wide position. And the shot! So close to drawing level.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
Manchester United.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Ahmad.
Sheshko.
Ugarte. And now they can spring out of defence. Reinders. Well, this could be it, bar something close to a minor miracle.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Dorgu. Forced to go back. Tries one from range. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Tries a shot! Nearly, but not quite. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
2 added minutes has
Ahmad.
been indicated.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Bernardo Silva. That's an excellent interception. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal.
Unlucky lads.
So there it
Let's
is.
hope for
What
better
struck you
luck
most
next
about
time.
that? So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. So, it is time to let them at it.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. And the history of this fixture tells us always to expect the unexpected.
Well, if the pre-game rhetoric is anything to go by, Peter, there's going to be a lot of strong stuff on show here. However it goes, we're in for something special.
Now, he's got space here. Caught offside that time. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Reinders. And that is expertly dealt with. Kovacic. He's going for goal! Goal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Manchester are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So, a breakthrough already. Burmo touches it back. He's felt that, hasn't he? Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
That's the keeper's ball. Manchester United are behind here, despite their domination of possession. And Burmo. Kovacic.
Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Well, that looks a decent ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Foden. Haaland. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's Reinders. And it's Menu. Casemiro. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And he's straight offside. Casemiro to Bruno Fernandes. Strokes it back.
Not a lot more he could do there. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Very nearly half an hour gone here.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Now it's Menu. Can he get on the end of this? In towards the back stick. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Lisandro Martinez kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now, and the chance for a shot! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Reinders. Ruben Dias. Great vision. And this is Kovacic. Drills one in. And he's quick to get rid. Muscular approach does pay off here. Burmo. Šeško. Kovacic, who's set up one goal so far. Always onto this. Donnarumma can clear it away. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Bruno Fernandes receives it in a wide position. Shaw with the... He leaps for it! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Manchester United certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Decent chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Marmoush clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Shaw. Casemiro. He's a sharp little ball here. Shot could be on. Reinders! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Kovacic simply refused to be outdone there. Nicely weighted ball. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Pings and he shoots! And there's a goal! A 2-goal lead and they're firm. And that is indeed the final act.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So straight into the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Probing pass. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Bruno Fernandes. Šeško. And it's Casemiro. That's an imaginative pass. Foot in. Vardiol, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Shapes to shoot! And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
De Ligt. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
Takes a shot! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
After 57 minutes.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Šeško, number 23.
A case now of complete control.
Coming on the field.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Cunha,
Cunha
he is onto this.
Number 13.
Matheus Cunha.
The attendance
Reinders.
for this match was 72,300.
Manchester United perhaps contemplating their next change here. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Kovacic. And here's Haaland. Foden. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. nicely aimed pass. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Menu. That's good vision. And that pass just didn't quite work. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Just eases him off the ball. Marmoush. Martinez. Casemiro. This is a promising build-up. Looking to play him in, and he's had it nicked away. Haaland. Menu.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Marmoush unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Matheus Cunha. 75 minutes played. Aimed beyond the defence. He's picked his way through. Menu. Played out wide. That has ended up in no man's land. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's all alone. And Marmoush! Oh, no, a quite unbelievable miss.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And he cuts out the supply. And it's Mount.
Number 32, number 3, Nasralli, number 7, Mason Mount.
Gives it back.
Oh, that's good pressure. It gave him no other choice. Manchester United really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good.
He's had a shot! It's a goal! They are playing them off the park. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Haaland! And he hits the net. And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
And now he has two. This is a gloriously greedy performance. Foden wants to run onto this. Casemiro.
Minute has been indicated.
And here's Marmoush. Mount. Here's Matheus Cunha. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Well read, and the danger is averted. The message is clear, none shall pass. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless.
And just a quick announcement that the details
The
for
end of the
next home
game.
are currently
Reflections.
on screen.
Well, you can
People
never
interested in
predict the
attending
results
would be
of
well
these
advised
games,
to purchase those
as
tickets
your
quickly
usual
as they are
indicators
about
like
to sell
form
like
become
hotcakes.
pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.